So when it comes to Alien Earth, I gave you guys the David 8 theory, a way Michael Fassbender's David from Prometheus and Alien Covenant could make an appearance in Alien Earth. But now I hear you guys are asking for the million-dollar question. You want the Kirsh theory. Well, let me give you my theory on Mr. Kirsh here, played by the always incredible Timothy Olyphant. Kirsh is different than every other synthetic we've come to know in the Alien universe. He seems to be able to think for himself and make jokes and understand things in a way that are out of the parameters for a typical synthetic or artificial person. He seems more human than any of the other ones. And that's a big thing with Alien Earth. It's questioning humanity and like what makes us human. Now we know Boy Cavalier may have a tragic backstory because we saw some of the files that Morrow was reading about him on the computer when he was talking to Slightly, and it might be possible that he was involved in some kind of car accident where he lost his parents or family members or something like that, right?
Not a machine.
I don't want to talk to you.
I know. I'm sorry if I scared you before. I hadn't figured it out yet.
The Kirsh theory, as I like to call it, is a theory I've come up with where Kirsh is either the consciousness of Boy Cavalier's father or maybe possibly an older sibling who was lost in this accident that may be referenced in episode 3. There's a scene in the lab in episode 3 which makes me think this, and it's when Boy Cavalier comes in and he's super excited about what he's done, you know, bringing these specimens back to New Prodigy or New Siam, like his compound there. And Kirsh scolds Boy Cavalier the way a father would scold their son or a child or something like that.
Was it worth it?
What?
Risking a decade's work on something new and shiny.
Kirsh says, was it worth it? And Boy Cavalier's like, what do you mean? Like risking a decade's worth on these new shiny objects you have now instead of this thing we've been working on for over 10 years. And then Boy Cavalier comes back with the retort. He's like, my God, you guys are all so feisty today.
Something new and shiny.
Mike, you're all so feisty today. I thought you'd be excited.
He just had an exchange with Curly before this where they got into somewhat of a testy situation. But listen what Boy says. You all are feisty today.
Mike, you're all so feisty today.
Now look, it might be a throwaway line. It just might be a way of talking. But he's implying that Kirsh, while being synthetic, is the same thing or possibly the same as the human synthetic hybrids. There's something deeper going on with this character. And the way Kirsh kind of shoves him out of the room right before that egg opens and he explains to him what's going to happen with the facehugger and the parasite and everything like that. That's something a father would do for a son or a child, get them out of the way to protect them.
Out.
Hey! What the fuck?
It's a parasite.
The other instance where I think Kirsh shows his human side is when he's on the ship talking to Morrow, when Morrow's like, you're on my ship, and then Kirsh in the trailer says, this is my ship now.
You're on my ship.
This ship, to be clear, is an object, not a location. It's a ball that got hit over the fence into the neighbor's yard. I'm the neighbor, so the ship belongs to me now.
But what he actually says is much longer and more involved that really only a human can understand. He's doing like a baseball analogy to like why the ship is his now, right? I've never seen a synthetic like sass other people like that before. It's superhuman. And the last part of it is when Smee and Slightly are there being confronted by Morrow, and he's trying to figure out what these are. Kirsh comes in, and he's like, are you the parent? And he's looking at him like, what? And then like they kind of like jump to be protected by him behind him.
Are you the parent?
Excuse me?
These synths, they think they have parents. Are you the parent?
And then when Morrow asks Kirsh, is he their parent? He says, we're not here to talk about what I am.
These synths, they think they have parents. Are you the parent?
We're not here to talk about what I am, Mr. Morrow.
He doesn't just simply say he's a synthetic, and he doesn't give off that aura because Morrow would have been able to pick up on it. There's something different about Kirsh. There's something lurking there that we have not yet not figured out to decipher. So that's more or less my theory. Boy Cavalier, you know, they keep saying Wendy is the first, but maybe she's not. Maybe she's the first one as a child. Maybe they have someone a little older that they keep transitioning into other bodies. Maybe they have to keep moving him back and forth because maybe his mind can't last in one or something like that. It's an interesting theory. It's one I subscribe to. Hopefully we'll be able to find out something cool in the next coming weeks about Mr. Kirsh because he's up to something. What it is, I don't know, but it's going to be good.